Tonight, family members of a golfer at Middle Tennessee State University are said to be the victims of a small plane crash in Polk County yesterday. That crash killed 3 people. According to a statement from MTSU Athletics, golfer Carter Mammoth's father and grandparents did not survive the crash. Hiking to the crash site was not easy. At least 24 rescuers responded. Local 3's Catherine Vaughn spoke with one of those responders. Catherine.
Calvin, treacherous conditions made it difficult for these crews to reach the site of the crash. Heavily wooded areas and what crews say was a few hundred miles from the nearest trail.
Tri-State Mutual Aid tells us they responded Friday early afternoon to reports of a plane that disappeared from the radar at Cherokee National Forest. Nearly 3 hours later, rescue personnel reported finding the plane wreckage and 3 deceased individuals. Deputy Chief Pete Van Dusen with Cleveland Fire Department says he responded as a mutual aid coordinator, one of 24 who worked alongside Polk County on the operation. Van Dusen says they found the wreckage about 900 yards off the nearest trail, and the lack of accessibility to the crash and rough terrain made it more challenging to reach the victims and requires additional response teams.
Traverse obstacles, whether it's down trees, whether it's steep terrain, whether it's across a creek, etc. And you're going to need extra sets of hands.
Van Dusen says situations like these require quick action, so crews will often disperse a smaller team to scope the area first, carrying flashlights if necessary, walking sticks, ropes, and harnesses.
The initial team is going to travel light and fast. They're trying to get there to see if there's any survivors, see if they can render some aid.
Once the crews located the crash and the 3 victims, that's when additional crews were sent out.
So that's when you start getting a lot of resources, because moving a victim, whether alive or deceased, over that kind of terrain, a victim that's not able to help themselves, that's a very manpower intensive endeavor.
Investigators from the NTSB have identified the aircraft as a Mooney M20, a small single-engine plane. Middle Tennessee Athletics posted online that the parents and grandfather of an NTSU golfer were the victims involved in the crash, but the identities of the victims have not yet been released.
As the NTSB begins their investigation, they're urging anyone who might have seen what happened to contact them.